Hello. So it's another Time with Flora episode. I'm delighted to be here again with you guys. We've got a really interesting conversation taken up. I'd like you to meet my guest, Niyi Olasumkami. Is that right, Niyi?
Yeah.
Great. And so he's from Niyi Concept Consulting, who are small business consultants.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
And actually, our companies have become new friends.
Very true.
We are now working with you guys, getting some great small business advice, and I'm really, really excited about that. But let you introduce to yourself, to our audience, who you are and what you do.
All right. So my name is Niyi Olasumkami, like rightly said. So I'm the principal partner at Niyi Concept Consulting, and a certified public bookkeeper, and a small business consultant. And we have just one vision in Niyi Concept Consulting: helping small businesses grow.
Love it. So we'll talk some more after the break. Niyi, so we are a new working relationship, obviously, between our companies.
Yes.
Really happy to be working with you guys. You're also the sponsors of our podcast, Time-With-Flora, which is fantastic. Look, hey, I'm a very energetic person, as you know. I actually wrote him a love letter yesterday, apologizing for my energy. Not that I need to apologize, but, he's so calm. Every time, I'm like, Niyi, and he comes back to me with this very calm, I can't talk right now. I will talk to you at this time. And he always comes back to me when he promises, which is amazing. It's great to see. And of course, in my mind, I thought, God, this guy's a classic accountant. Of course, you don't define yourself as being an accountant. You talk about bookkeeping.
Yeah.
But beyond that, you actually have a history.
Yes.
We've been chatting and me getting to know you, getting to know more about your background. You've actually been quite a serial entrepreneur, and it's actually provided you with the bedrock
Exactly.
of knowledge and instinct and evidence, really, that has allowed you to do what you do. Obviously, you've gotten qualifications and all sorts of things after that. So I'm quite interested to hear, as I hope, and I'm sure our audience is, what are those things, when you take all of that together, what are the things that you have learned? Because you have a passion for small business.
Yeah.
And you talked about it, we were talking earlier on, and you've always kept coming back to small businesses. So in everything that you have done to date, what is it that you have realized that it is that small businesses in Nigeria or typically get wrong? What don't they get right enough? And where do companies like yours fill the gap?
Okay, thank you. So in my small journey, so this journey started 2012.
Yeah.
The first thing I think small businesses get wrong is no plan. So there's no business plan. And now some people say you could start up a business and then later on work the plan. So what that does to small businesses is life gives them a direction. So life gives the business a direction instead of the business taking a direction it had set for itself. So the business plan is very important because it gives a clear direction of where you are and where you want to be in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years. So if you look at the elements of a business plan, you will see that in the financials, there is a revenue projection. There's an income statement projection, which is a traditional profit and loss. There is the statement of financial position, which is a balance sheet. And then there's the break-even part of it. Now, and then, of course, the statement of cash flows. Now, by simply designing a business plan, you should know if that business will succeed.
Yeah.
Now, some businesses are very profitable, but are poor in cash flow. Now, what does this mean for investors? It means investors will not want to fund that kind of business. Bankers will not want to lend to that kind of business because, they are more interested in that cycle, that cash cycle.
Yeah. Cash
yes,
is king, right?
yes, cash is king, yes. They said customer is king, but cash is the first king, and then customer is the second king. Yeah. So this gives the business owner maybe fantastic idea. So it gives him a second thought. Okay, not to dump that idea, but maybe to change the model. Now, so a business plan leads them to a business model. That is how to offer that service. I mean, you look at your value propositions of who are going to be the suppliers, the customers, and all. So it gives your business a definition before you then move to a marketing plan, which is optional. Now, you must have a good marketing plan. You could talk about it in the business plan. Now, a business plan gives rise to business books. If a business starts according to the way it has planned in the business plan, then he needs to start keeping books. I'm calling the business he because for me, it's human, it's separate from the owner. Yeah, so business owners must think like that. You are separate from the owner. So I'll be talking about some of the errors I've seen. So I've seen business owners start transacting in personal names and all. It doesn't give you a business structure. No investor is going to invest in. No investor will say, give me books, and then you receive money in your personal account. That's no for him. Yeah, so the business plan gives rise to the business books. I've been laid the foundation of registering the business properly and ensuring that everything stands as the business name. The bank accounts are in the business name. It's registered under the CAC. I mean, if there needs to be a memorandum, if it's a limited liability or a deed, in case it's a partnership and all. It has to be a perfect structure. Now, so business books. When we come to business book, what books should small businesses keep? Now, I know that a small business will always want to maintain an income and expenditure account. Okay, I received this and then I spent this. Now, what that does is that it limits the accuracy of that of that report. So the income and expenditure, is just a summary report. It limits the validity. Now, non-profit keep that type of report. But for businesses, profit-oriented businesses, I mean, you have to be more detailed. So there's something in accounting called matching concept. Now, matching concept ensures that whatever transaction done matches the period with which it was done. So take, for example, you pay your rent in January, and that rent is going to span up to December. The guy just puts, I paid rent 1 million, I made this, so I'm not making money. Not knowing that amount has to be broken and spread through the months. Now, there are also expenses that would have been incurred that probably are not paid for, and the guy does not know that he needs to record them. So let's say there's a delay in paying for an insurance. As far as the insurance was due in January, it has to be captured. It's an accrued. So there has to be a bit detail in preparation of the income statement. So we call it income statement, the profit and loss. But that's how the guy knows. That's what he knows. So now, the profit there is profit based on accounting, sound accounting principle application. Very good. Now, and then the cash flow statement. So apart from the income statement, there has to be a cash flow statement.
So are all these things that people don't do adequately enough? Is that the point that you're making?
Yes, it's not done properly. And now, so again, remember that there was the proper one prepared if the guy had the business plan. Now, we said we highlighted one of the problems that business planning, people don't have business plans, so there's nothing to benchmark against. So let's assume the guy has a business plan, but still kept poor books. Now, how do you benchmark your reports, your monthly performance with the business plan? It's not going to tally, or it's going to give you false information. So, but once the business plan is done rightly and the books are kept rightly, you can compare the management reports to the projections. So, and then you can look at, why am I doing well? Why am I not doing well in my revenues? I projected 2 million. I'm only making 600,000. Then you can investigate.
I mean, there's even a question around when you talk about the business plan and how well that business plan, in terms of the robustness of it, the section with regards to financials, for example, how well you do that. I wrote a business plan, as you know. But I got stuck at that point because I just didn't have the wherewithal in terms of real knowledge to really furnish the information that would go into that. Would you say that people that write business plans are always as robust as they should in terms of having all the segments of that business plan covered. Do we do that well as small businesses?
Yeah. So again, I would say something. The owner of the idea is the business owner,
Yes.
right? So I always love when business owners write the body of the plan.
Yeah.
I mean the mission, the vision, and leave out the executive summary.
Yeah.
Remember, the executive summary will be gotten from the financials.
Yeah.
Part of the financial summary of the whole plan itself. Now, but I advise that when computing the projections, the financials, seek an expert.
Yeah.
Now, so what the expert does is to listen to everything you've stated and then pick out the figures from what you've said. And that will also be a good test for you to see if that plan is actually a good plan.
Got it.
Yeah, so because when the guy is done and he comes and says, this thing you've said,
Yeah.
it's a loss-making
It's
organization.
not gonna fly.
So it's not going to fly.
Yeah.
So it's good that you let someone else from now be thorough as possible. You've done your research. If you need extra research, you can ask the expert to check, maybe look at industry standards and all, and then trade association figures and all. So you could probably know what you're matching your plan with. So so the plan itself has to be done properly.
Yeah.
Yes, but there are businesses that there are plans that the business owner can build themselves. I must be clear. Single mono products.
Yeah.
I buy, I sell, and I have somebody who is in the trade. This is how I'm going to be supplying. You could look at all those and then do a 1 year or 2 year projection. So that's fine. But you could have somebody just look at it. But service business, a manufacturing business, a business that has to do with a bit of import and export.
Yeah.
I mean, that pricing is a bit tricky, consulting, coaching. I mean, you might need an expert to look at that. Yes.
We'll come back after the break. Thank you so much, Niyi. Guys, eyes wide open. Okay, this has been amazing, so insightful. Niyi, you're going to come back. I'm happy to, as I said, to be working with you. You guys do good stuff. Yes. So it's been great show. Thanks to everyone that's been listening. Make sure you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And we will be back again soon. Niyi, thank you again, and we'll see you soon. Bye. So I hope you've enjoyed this Time with Flora episode. Don't forget to subscribe. And you can also follow us on our social media platforms as well. We'll look forward to joining you again. Bye.